excuse me, let's build a word family. You ready? I want you to take your board and turn it on its side. What shape have I made here? That's right, it's a triangle. And you know what? That's like the top part of the house. Now, you do not have to do this. It's okay to make just a line and call it the top of the house. But today we're going to put a family in this house, a word family. So, in the top, you're going to put this sight word. Can you read it? Now, if you can't read it, you have to look at the sounds. And let's do it. In. In. This is for the in family. Now, all of the words that live in the house of in have the word in it. And they need to be real words. Okay, I know nonsense words sometimes we try, but I'd like to see some real words in this house. Now, I'll tell you a secret of how I figure it out. You can just rhyme with in, bin, tin. You could do that. Or you could go through the alphabet. A isn't going to work because you can't put a vowel in front. But could I do it with a B? B, in. Bin. Sure, we have bins sometimes that we store things in. So bin, remember, you start on the skyline, pull down to the grass line, trace up to the plane line, and go around. B, I, we know I, n, bin. There we go. Can you write bin on your house of in? B, and then C would be in, no, d, in, E, F, in, fin. We could do fin, right? F, in. What's that f sound? F again. That starts up on the skyline, goes back and curves around to the grass line, cross on the plane line. F, I starts on the plane line. And N, ooh, that starts on the plane line. Pull down, trace back up and around. Fin. So we have B, in, bin, f, fin. Grin, H, N, I, J, K, K, P, P, P. Could we do P, in? Pin. What's the P? You start on the plane line, go all the way down to the worm line, trace back up to the plane line, and make your bump. P, we'll have to make it small. I, N. Pull down, trace up and around. I had to squeeze it in. Pin. In. Tin, like a tin can. Tin. What would t? I'm going to do it down here. Pull down, cross in the middle. I, N. Tin. T, W, in. Win. Let's do a W. Remember, it's a slide letter. Start on the plane line. Slide down, slide up, slide down, slide up. I, N. Pull down, trace up and around. There, we did it. Now, show somebody. Go find someone in a minute and say, want to see me read the house of in to you? In, b, bin, f, fin, t, tin, p, pin, win. If they say, let me help you, say, wait a minute. Let me think for a minute. I can do this. Okay? Now, I wanted to do the house of in today because we're going to do our new January book. You see how they made a picture with the letters J, A, N, U, A, R, Y. It's all freezing. See the icicles on it? the snow and the snowmen. Let's see if we can find the word in as we read this book. When you open your book, make sure you open it all the way. And it's right there. I-N. In, and that's the name of the month. In January, do you see that little comma? It's different than a period, isn't it? Let me show you something. I'm going to flip my board. A period means stop. So when you get to a period, you stop. But a comma is like this. And a comma means you take a breath. You pause, but you don't stop. You're going to keep going. So let me show you that in the book. In January, it's a pause. Sight word. We play. What's that one? That's in too, isn't it? I-N with a capital and I-N with lowercase. Capital because it's the first letter in the sentence. In January, we play in the snow. Did you figure it out? Snow. In January, we play in the snow. Let's try again. Remember that word? In January, we dress in, that's a hard one, in warm clothes. Let's try it again. In January, we dress in warm clothes. And that's where we stop the period, right? There's another comma. We're just going to pause. Ready? Remember it? In January, we drink hot chocolate. That's cute. I could see their little cups. Ah, it's wonderful. Ready? In January, we snug. What are they doing? We snuggle under a, what are they under? A blanket. Last page. We, what is that? L-O-V-E. L-O-V-E spells love. Let's try again. We love January. Hey, wait. That's not a comma. That's not a period. That is an exclamation point. Some people say, or call it an excitement mark, because when you read something with an exclamation point, you're very excited. Like we wouldn't read, we love January. We love January. You read it with excitement. So those little marks, kind of like when your mom or dad's driving down the road, they have to look at all the street signs. Well, when you're riding and reading through a book, the commas, they're telling you to take a break, slow down, but don't stop. The periods, they're telling you to stop. And the exclamation point, the excitement mark, they're telling you to read that with excitement. So today, when you practice your January book, look for the word in. Well, how do you spell in? I-N. Good. And look for the punctuation. Periods, commas, excitement marks. And try to read and follow the rules of reading. You can do it. And you know what? If you go back through your other books, you might notice some punctuation there too. Have a great day, boys and girls.